Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Law and order out of control. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. The NBC program Law and Order is run by a far-left guy named Dick Wolf, who often uses the program to promote his progressive point of view. A recent Law and Order SVU featured a guy killing children, kids of illegal immigrants, and Wolf approved this piece of dialogue.
I don't get why you're defending this wacko.
Faggot's a symptom, not the disease.
That symptom killed 3 kids.
Garrison, Limbaugh, Beck, O'Reilly, all of them, they're like a cancer spread in ignorance and hate. I mean, they've convinced folks that immigrants are the problem, not corporations that fail to pay a living wage or a broken health care system.
Save the soapbox, Randy. The cameras aren't even running.
That is simply defamatory and outrageous, and Dick Wolf is a coward for putting it out there. He's also a liar. I have consistently defended poor people who only want a better life. I've always said if I were a poor Mexican, I would try to cross the border and earn money here and send it back to my family. I don't blame the illegal aliens. I blame the federal governments of both Mexico and the United States of America. I've said many, many times, and perhaps you've heard me say, that if I were a poor person in Central America or Mexico, I would come here illegally to feed my family as well. Most illegal aliens are good people. They are poor. They are Catholic. They have come to America to try for better lives. All compassionate people should sympathize with the downtrodden all over the world. It's hard to say that Jesus wouldn't want everybody to get health care. Right. On a humanitarian basis, you don't argue it. Now, if you watch The Factor, you know my beef is with the federal government not controlling illegal immigration and with violent aliens who wreak havoc once they get here. Again, Dick Wolf, the executive producer of Law and Order, is a despicable human being. Despicable for distorting and exploiting this very complicated issue. I mean, it's enough with these network pinheads who shove propaganda down our throats under the guise of entertainment. Patriotic Americans can debate illegal immigration respectfully. No one on The Factor has been allowed to demonize any innocent human being, and it's partially because of this program that the border fence was finally put up. So there could be some kind of responsible regulation about who comes into America. Now, I can't tell you how angry I am about this Law and Order thing. It's no accident it happened on NBC, which is propaganda central in the USA. It is also the lowest rated network. But again, enough is enough. I'm calling out Dick Wolf. And that's a memo. Now for the top story tonight, reaction from a woman who wrote a book about entertainment propaganda. Laura Ingraham's bestseller, Shut Up and Sing, dealt with the issue very effectively, and she joins us now from Washington. Now, do you think stupid stuff like this Law and Order deal influences anyone?
Well, Bill, first we need to point out that last night, Dick Wolf's tour de force was beaten by Modern Family, Glee, and Cougar Town. Okay, it came in at a 2.3 rating share, and what we know about him is that obviously he's a left-winger, always has been. He used to do great work in Hill Street Blues, Miami Vice. Those are kind of iconic shows. But now this Law and Order, which has been on for 20 seasons in different incarnations, 20 seasons. Has addicted itself to this plot line that is such a caricature of I don't even know what. It's not conservatism, that's for sure, but it's a left-winger's view of what conservatives think. I think there's a correlation between people fleeing, must-flee TV, NBC, and this type of bias. I don't think it has as much influence as some conservatives might believe, but I do think it's despicable, and I think we should call them out on it. Must-flee
TV. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
NBC used to be a proud brand. You know, Friends, remember when they were on top and they had good shows, Seinfeld, almost every night. But this is just flat out, you know, look, I don't want my name used by a gutter snipe like Dick Wolf in a context that's basically flat out a lie. Now, we proved with that clip, and I could have gone on for 5 minutes if I wanted to, that our problem here at The Factor is not with
Bill,
illegal aliens.
You don't have to do that.
No, I do have, but I do have to because there are people who don't watch the program on a regular basis.
Right.
You know, I have to show the guy's a liar. The guy is a flat-out liar.
Bill, but what he wants to do is to shut conservative talk radio and shows like yours down from this topic of illegal immigration. That's the reason why he's injecting that into this tedious plot line.
But he also wants to
intimidate
demonize
us, so we're going to be afraid. I mean, I wish he mentioned me in that plot line. I have no problem with people thinking that I was on the front lines trying to defeat what was a ridiculously outrageous attempt by Congress to push through this amnesty.
Okay.
I'm offended that I wasn't mentioned,
But
frankly.
this isn't the first time this guy Wolf has done it. He did it with George Tiller. He made George Tiller, a guy who executed babies, thousands of them, made him a hero on his Law & Order show. And look, I agree with you. Law & Order's at the end of the road. Very few people watch it. Doesn't have any cachet or influence anymore. But there comes a time where you have to call these people out, Laura. You have to tell the audience who they are, and what they're doing. And this guy Wolf is totally out of control. He is totally...
I think what they're doing, though, Bill, is they're creating this environment in the entertainment industry that is so antithetical to where most of America is that people are just absolutely craving entertainment like that film The Blind Side, which just crushed last weekend again. People are craving entertainment that deals with tough issues for sure, but also doesn't insult our basic intelligence as Americans. And Dick Wolf is just another Hollywood elite who really, it's time to kind of go off into greener pastures because it's time to realize this franchise has seen its day.